The Galaxy S4 is one of the most feature-packed smartphones of the moment. However, not all of these features are actually as useful as Samsung wants us to believe. Hello once more, I'm Mike, and in this clip we'll talk about the 15 best features of the Samsung Galaxy S4. We'll start with the screen. Samsung managed to squeeze a 5-inch display in a phone that is actually more compact than last year's S3, and no ordinary screen either. It's a very sharp 1080p one, capable of displaying vibrant content and colors in pretty much all conditions, except for outside in direct sunlight. The awesome display is the first to be covered by a layer of Gorilla Glass 3, which promises to be even stronger than it was before and should easily withstand scratches, bumps and so on. Last but not least, Samsung uses a highly sensitive touchscreen on the S4, which allows you to use the phone with gloves, regular pens and many other objects. Of course, the S4 can also be controlled without actually touching the screen, as Samsung bundles a handful of gestures with it, but I'm only truly impressed by two of them. First, I like how you can take a sneak peek at the time and latest notifications just by putting your hand on top of the screen without touching any buttons. And second, I think AirView can be very useful. This one allows you to interact with the screen just by hovering your finger over it without touching the glass. Right now you can use it to preview messages, Flipboard stories and pictures in the gallery, but hopefully other apps will integrate it in the near future. Those aside, I must say that I'm a big fan of the SwiftKey powered keyboard on the S4. I've been using SwiftKey on other devices in the past, but now it is baked into TouchWiz on the new Galaxy and offers a smarter continuous input method with suggestions and the ability to learn and adapt your typing habits over time. The S4 is one of the few top smartphones to offer a removable battery these days, and that's great because a heavy user can easily swap the battery with a new one and continue using the phone if needed. Also, the S4 can support wireless charging. It doesn't out of the box though, you'll have to buy a special rear cover for that. Then, the S4 bundles a couple of sensors you won't find on other phones right now, like a barometer, hygrometer and thermometer. For the moment, they are only used by S-Health to measure the quality of your surrounding environment, but I expect to see many other cool apps using these sensors in the next month. Samsung also bundled their S4 with S-Translator that lets you type or speak something in a given language and then automatically translates it and even speaks it in another. It only works with a couple of languages right now, but even so it can be extremely useful. The Optical Reader app integrates with S-Translator, allowing you to scan words and sentences and quickly translate them. Then there's the multi-window mode on the S4 that offers you the ability to use two different apps at the same time. This way you can finally listen to a clip on YouTube while browsing, something I've always wanted to do on my phone before and just couldn't. Multi-window only works with several apps right now, but it's a good start. The improved notification toggles on the S4 are also something I find quite useful, as I could easily toggle on and off all the connectivity options, sensors and gestures from a single screen, without having to dig into the settings in most situations. Then the Galaxy S4 comes with an IR blaster, and this way you can use it as a remote for your various electronics around the house. The bundled remote app Watch On is however rather bad, and the options offered very limited, but once someone will develop a proper remote app for the Samsung Galaxy S3, I might be able to replace 3 different remotes in my home with a single one, my phone. I haven't mentioned anything about the camera till now, and that's because I'm not really impressed with all the shooting modes and the features offered by the S4. There is one that I do like though, the ability to take 360 panoramas using the phone in portrait mode. As we get closer to the end of this clip, I should also mention that the Galaxy S4 supports the latest and fastest 802.11ac wireless standard, which might not matter much now, but does make the handset more future-proof. It also offers support for MHL HDMI 2.0, which means that the S4 can push 1080p 60 frames per second movies via HDMI and charges faster when connected to this particular cable. Last but not least, I should mention the headset included by default with the Galaxy S4. They've been revamped, now pack a woofer and a tweeter in each earpiece, and they are quite punchy. Of course, if you already own a pair of premium headphones, you're not going to care much about these, but otherwise you'll probably find them very good. Alright, and that's about it for now. Those were, in my opinion, some of the best features of the Samsung Galaxy S4. Let me know what do you think about them, and if you like other features on your S4, feel free to tell me about them in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next video. But in the meantime, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this clip and subscribe to my channel for more details on the Galaxy S4 and other top smartphones.